Good morning, my LinkedIn family and my Facebook family and my little family on YouTube, which is growing now. I hope you are well. Hamas Siddiqui from Toronto, 8:35 a.m. here in Toronto. I hope you are well wherever you are joining in from. Uh, Please make yourself feel present here. Introduce yourself. In the comment, you can simply tell me your location, your city, or your country. I will recognize everyone who is going to introduce him or herself here. So, we have been discussing since 1st of January our growth agenda, and I will quickly go back for those people who are joining in for the first time and quickly review what we have discussed so far in 7 sessions. So we have had 7 sessions so far, and we started this idea about a growth movement in 2021 in your careers and in your businesses. We all know that 2020 we saw tons of challenges because of COVID. Global economy almost shut down, and people lost jobs, people lost um, incomes, businesses, uh, scaled down, and a lot of people are still suffering because of the second wave. But do we stop here? I mean, we are ultimately human beings. We are the smartest creation of our creator on earth. So, should we not pivot? Should we not try to find ways to continue our growth? And this is my movement, and I'm really glad to see people joining in this movement, the growth movement that I have in 2021. And in the series of these discussions, I will share some basic concepts, because often those basic concepts are ignored or fall into cracks to help you grow in your careers and in your businesses. So the topics that we discussed previously, and you can always scroll down and check these topics on my profile on LinkedIn, Facebook, as well as on YouTube. We discussed the concept of identifying your strengths and weaknesses and how that helps in moving us ahead. At the second level, we discussed finding our unique selling proposition. How are we unique? I mean, what makes us unique in this world? And we all know that every individual is unique. Third level was building a strategy. If you have worked out on your strengths and weaknesses and USP, then you build a strategy. You look also on your focusing. So how do you focus? And we did an exercise on focusing. If anybody wants a recap of that particular exercise, I can do that towards the end of the session. So let me know if you are interested, because focus is something nobody teaches us in our school time, at our homes. People only say focus, 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 but nobody tells us how to focus, how focus works, and how do I train my brain to focus. So if you want, I can give you a quick exercise on that. Then on last Friday, we did a recap of our topics. On Monday, we talked about opportunities and threats. So what I did, I broke down strengths and weaknesses and opportunities and threats SWOT analysis into two different pieces. Piece number one was strengths and weaknesses, and on the sixth topic I had was uh, opportunities and threats. Once that is done, then yesterday's topic was about power of manifestation. How do we manifest our future? How do we manifest our future, and how that manifestation helps us in creating that future and creating that story around us. And today's session is about mentoring and coaching. Let's see who is with us today, and I am going to introduce everyone who is going to share their name and location. Well, name I see, but location. So we have Suhail Raza from Dubai. We have Naeem Bhatti from Saudi Arabia. We have Nasir Naeem from Islamabad. Thank you very much for joining in. And I'm sure there are other people also uh, coming in. Let me just quickly see that. Usually, it takes a while before people join in, but nevertheless, we have some people there. The video stays there, so people who join in late, they can always watch this video later on. So, who actually believes in coaching and mentoring? If you do, please say yes, and we take this discussion forward. Who believes in coaching and mentoring or working with a coach and mentor? Um, Say yes if you do, and then we take this discussion forward and we'll discuss how important it is to work with a coach and mentor if you are struggling particularly. And some smart people, even if they are not struggling, they would have a coach or mentor with them, and they work with coach or mentor to help them grow. There will always be a day when I do not have uh, a lot of crowd joining in. Usually people join in later on and they watch these videos. Um, so, and, and interestingly, the people who are with me today seems a bit inactive also. So we'll continue. So if you think coaching and mentoring is important and you should have one, just say yes, and we'll continue. And I'll share why coaching and mentoring is important and how does it help. So often what happens is that when we are stuck in a situation, uh, and if we are in a state where our mind stops working as to how to come out. Moeen Umar says yes, he thinks that coaching and mentoring is important. Thank you, Moeen, for contributing. So if you're stuck in a situation and you can't figure out how to get out of the situation, often what you need is somebody to look at you from a different angle. So it's difficult for us to look at our own selves uh, and and find that sweet space to work around our issues often. Some smart people still do it, but if you're stuck in a situation where you can't really uh, move out of that situation, then you probably need a coach and a mentor to take you to the next level. And coaching and mentoring is a big thing globally. Coaching usually is a short-term thing, so maybe several short sessions over a period of a month or 2 months, 3 months on very specific KPIs that you build up with a coach. You work with a coach to build those KPIs, key performance indicators, or points that you want to achieve at the end of coaching. And the mentoring could be a long-term game. So mentoring could be anything between 6 months to a year that you engage with the mentor. At the same time, coaching and mentoring both need investments, right? At times, people try or sometimes they don't have resources. Also, they try to find what I call it a free version of coaching and mentoring. And there are actually tons of resources available online that could provide you free version of coaching and mentoring, but that's not one-on-one or one-to-one, right? So if you are looking at somebody coaching you and mentoring you, giving you expertise, time, and energy, then you have to be able to pay for that time and price. And remember, so I'm a big believer, there could be tons of free things, but you have to drive whether you are able to drive value of those free things or not. Uh, Thank you. Are you made from, can you please tell me where are you joining in from? You like the discussion, please come back and join in again. It's a session 8:35 a.m. Canada Eastern Time every working day. Every working day I come online and my topic is about Growth Agenda 2021. So share from where you're joining in. Um, so, so whether you have tons of resources free and you still struggle to find the right fit for yourself, or you have someone working with you as a paid assignment and taking you out of the situation quickly, it's a matter of defining your own priorities. There are still people who can work around free resources and can find a specific resource that would help them out. But there are people like me, although I have worked in at leadership positions throughout my life. I've worked in 10 countries, 10 nationalities, uh, different ethnicities, different situations. Uh, and with that kind of an experience, I still needed a coach for myself, and I invested in that, and I've been learning from that coach on moving to the next level. So often, when we are stuck in a situation and we can't figure it out, then we need a coach. And investing in a coach or having a coach on board or a mentor on board is a good investment to have. Often, also people think this investing into it as a cost. So cost is something that you waste. I mean, you buy something and then you probably use it or you don't use it. But for within a small space of time, if you have someone who could take you from level one to level two and help you define yourself, your objectives, uh, refine your qualities and skills, improve your ability to think and set directions for you or work with you on these directions, that's a good investment to make. That's an investment that Khaled, thank you very much for joining in. Hello. Um, so, so the investment has to be made to help you to take you to the next level. And some of the free resources that are good, but you see, uh, as a human being, our tendency is not to do self accountability. So when we are looking at a free resource, we have a free resource, but we are not self accountable often. I don't call it for everyone, it's not a general statement, but often. And we looked at it casually and we say this is fantastic, but we hardly take any advantage from that piece of free information. So, for instance, I'm pretty sure some of you have watched TED Talks. Yeah, TED Talks are phenomenal, and this is a great. I would call it the greatest free resource available for all of us. But in that 10 to 15 to 20 minutes TED Talk, people share um, massive experiences, but relating to that experience, number one, and then implementing that experience onto yourself are the two things that are very challenging for everyone. So we listen to it, we like it. We have another user. Thank you for joining in. Hi, please introduce yourself. I don't see your name. So we lack these two things when we are looking at free resources because we are not self accountable. So the coach that I'm working with, her name is Shanae, and she is actually giving me assignment, giving us assignment, the whole group of people around her assignments, and then we are self accountable to implement that assignment. And within the implementation process of that assignment, we have some interesting things that we learn, some interesting things we learn and improve upon. So that's the role of a coach and a mentor. Harun Javed, thank you very much for joining in. Harun, I hope you're well. Zubair, yeah, okay. Zubair, somehow I don't see your name there. So whenever you join in, please introduce yourself. That would be good. So that's the role a coach and a mentor can provide in your personal professional growth. Um, if you have any questions around this topic or any topic that we discussed previously, please ask that question. We are already 16 minutes in the session. Uh, yes, Khaled, thank you for joining in. I think you joined in before also. Um, so if you have any question, please ask. Uh, if not, then I will, because some people have asked me before about that focusing exercise that I gave, I discussed last week. So I will quickly talk about that focusing exercise. Do you know how to focus? Say yes or no. Did you ever learn how to focus? Let me rephrase it again. Anybody ever told you what focus means and how to focus? Say yes or no, and then we move on quickly. So focus is the greatest ability that we have. Uh, Hello, Amir. How are you? Amir is joined in all the way from Malaysia. My friend Adif. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much for joining in, Amir. I hope you will like these sessions. My objective in these sessions to coach people on uh, growth agenda. So what growth agenda means and how do you move on to growth agenda. So uh, Naeem says that he has been taught about focusing, how to focus, and I think Zubair also says that he has been taught how to focus, which is uh, fascinating. I personally feel, because I've been coaching for over 25 years now, uh, hardly anyone has ever been taught how to focus. We are always being told to focus. We've been told focus, 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 as I say, and we are never told how to focus, how focus works. So for those who do not know how to focus, and somehow people are shy of commenting. So if you don't know how to focus, what is wrong with it? Just say I don't know. I mean, there was a time when I did not know how to focus, right? I learned focusing through a mentor, right? So, and I'm sharing this with you. Okay, do this experiment, and if you are with me with this experiment, say yes. I'm with you in this experiment. Even Naeem and Zubair, if you know how to focus, let's experiment with this and see how your previous learning is different from this learning. And this is going to be a fascinating thing for everyone who is with me today. Take a piece of paper, just plain white piece of paper, A4 size paper, and draw a small dot in the middle of the paper, just a small dot, and fill it up. So fill it up with any color like black, blue. Yes, Amir, thank you very much. Amir, do this exercise, and if you come back tomorrow, or DM me if you have done that, and I will definitely share how you felt about it. So just draw that. Uh, Great, Khalid, thank you. Uh, all right, Harun. Okay, great, great, great. So listen to me and do it now. Do it today. It's a very nice, interesting exercise, and do it every day until your brain is trained to focus. Do it every day until your brain is trained to focus. Otherwise, you will learn it, but you will never do it. So take a piece of paper, take A4 size piece of paper, draw a circle in between, a dot. and fill that circle up to make it a dot. Okay, just fill it up completely. It should not really show any white spaces. Just fill it up, black, blue, red, whatever, green. Paste it on a wall, or with a fridge magnet, just put it on the fridge, and with both of your eyes, start looking at that dot with a distance. I mean, maybe like uh, a meter, a meter and a half distance. Start looking at that dot. So your focus should be on the dot. When you're looking at the dot, what you will see, that dot will start disappearing. Dot will start dancing. Dot will start doing things which obviously you know that's it's a dot. It's a stationary thing. It should not do that. At that point, you will adjust yourself. So maybe move a little further or move a little bit back, but keep looking at the dot. Th- and do this exercise like couple of minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes, as long as you can do that, so that you have that dot visible to you all the time. After certain period of time, like maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, depending on what your situation is, you will see that dot will stay longer in front of you. It will stay longer in front of you. You are training your brain to focus on one thing at a time. Okay, and why this is important? Because in this particular age, our attention time span has shortened. We do not focus on things, and this is with me also, with everyone, with the kind of environment that we are in, news flowing in, social media, our work issues, we have forgotten that focusing is important. But on top of it, we never were told how to focus, how to train your brain to focus. So, did you like the exercise? Say yes or no. And will you do this exercise? Make a commitment. Yes or no. I'm already 23 minutes in the session, so I'm with you for another 2 minutes. If you so say yes or no quickly. I'm with you. I'm with you, my friend. Say yes or no. If you are with me, great. Amir says yes, he will do it. All right. Yes, yes, yes. So do this exercise, and I'm going to continue this growth talk. Uh, Hopefully, well, I'm pretty determined to do it. Hassan, my friend. Hassan is a silent mentee. He is based out of Saudi Arabia. And good to see you, Hassan. Khalid, yes, thank you very much. Uh, Dot is not going anywhere, which I don't know what do you mean. So you will continue doing it, which means that you are actually helping your brain to focus more intensely. So if dot is not going anywhere, uh, this is a good thing. It's a good thing. So do exercise, because ultimately, as we have to strengthen ourselves, we eat proper, we run, we do weight exercise. It's the same thing for our brain. We train our brain to do certain things, and this focusing exercise is one thing that I've taken out of my kitty and shared with you, and there is more to come in future. So please keep joining my live. I From yesterday, from last night, I'm actually putting that live on the notification on to my profile, and you can yes, Hassan, walaikum salam. Glad that you could join in, and so you could actually put up a notification. So just if you just click the notification, you will be notified when I go on live, and so that you could continue attending these sessions, and we will work together on our growth agenda. Are you with me? Say yes if you're with me, and come back and join. And if you miss, you can always scroll down on my profile and watch these sessions. In 20 to 25 minutes, we do a power pack session on our growth agenda. My objective is to help us grow, help me grow, help you grow. So with that, already 26th minute in the session, I try to keep it short. Hopefully, you will continue joining in and comment on this post, comment on this video, and comment on my post. It will increase your visibility on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is all about visibility and engaging. All right, then. Thank you very much. And adios from Toronto. I hope you will enjoy this small promo. Bye bye.